Let's just take a look at this. Someone else has came out about the Scots hijacking their business expo, just taking it and claiming it as their own. But the Black Expo is a yearly function in Huntsville. Let's take a look at this.
Kevin posted this, y'all. The Black Expo, a comeback group initiative. Now, this is from Jamie Lynn Jones from a Facebook page. She's the administrator of a Facebook page. But it said, was the Scots, the Black Expo original idea?
Take a look at this, y'all. Business Journal. And these people give that every year.
These people is upset. Business Journal, you guys. Huntsville Business Black Expo set to return in late summer 2022. They hijacked these people ideas, you guys. Dickie Morris, along with the help of other organizers, held the first Huntsville Black Business Expo, November 2021, to help bring the two worlds of Huntsville together.
Well, anyway, so you got another company coming out saying that they they copy. Now, this is Tisha. She's up here talking about their foundation, right? I think it's a non-profit foundation, Marcel and Tisha Foundation. And in this foundation, they would build homes for underprivileged children, right? This is what their goals, and this is what they're asking the people for money for. Let's keep it going.
It's going to be fun, but the main thing we want to be the frontliner is that it's for a great cause. Marcel and Tisha Scott Foundation, we have a list of different organizations under the foundation, and now we have
She said they got a list of different organizations under her organization. Well, who are they? You need to name us so we'll know. Are these people under your organization? Are they different groups affiliated out in the community? Because we already have one that do that. The Habitat for Housing does that. They build homes, and they've been doing it for years. They build homes for poor people, underprivileged children. I want to know why y'all didn't just work under them or just volunteer some work with them, because when you could volunteer your time and help go over there and build with Habitat, I mean, that's how you give back to the community. I see no value of a community that's already poor giving you money.
Child deserves a place to call home. Well, the funds for that would be used to either renovate homes or build homes for kids that lives in unserved communities. And now the Bet on Black would be the first event that we would use towards raising money for the Every Child Deserves a Place to Call Home.
Marcel, I want you to kick it off.
So I'm not a betting man, but if I were,
So y'all can see how they rehearsing their parts. These people have faked their way through every season, y'all. Every season is a fake. And I'm glad that they're letting us see how they plot and plan. But let's keep it going.
Bet on black some dice. So we're gonna kick it off with that. And then T, you'll roll in to join us. So we'll run through it once. Okay. After we run through it, we're on one take. We want take. All right, y'all ready?
And roll in action. I'm not really a gambler. What do I look, by the way?
Right here. Right here.
All right. I'm not really a gambler.
So they go through this acting. This is all it is to them, you guys. It's just a role that they play. And they play this role very well. And this role is very deceitful role. That's the role these two play. That's their personality. They're ungrateful. They takers, they're not givers. So they're playing their role. And they do it very well too.
Nah, that sounds corny.
Let me move it on up.
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back, starting at $13.99, which means the never...
Those safe homes for kids locally in our community.
Remember, always bet on black.
That's it.
So this is what they were funneling money out of the community. I don't know how much they got for that foundation, but it's supposed to be a non-profit organization, and it's strange that they are going to be called targeting the same community with my soul trying to get that house from that man, Mr. Smith, trying to get all that income too. Mrs. Smith owe him. So that y'all know about that house. Mr. Smith is the third owner of the home. I don't know why he coming after him. He's the third owner of that home that he's trying to take from Mr. Smith out there in Meadow Hill. You had the first two owners, they just kept passing it down because it was just too much work in it. So he paid up all the taxes, he said, on that house. Taxes hadn't been paid in years, man. My soul taxes had not been paid in years. But anyway, Mr. Smith has tenants, the same tenant for 10 years. He has a relationship out there in the community. He really do restore homes, care about the community. He restore homes out there in Meadow Hill, help build homes. He cares. But these people coming in and you want to take what this man hard work and labor, take his income from him, from those tenants that's been there for 10 years. You out your mind. It ain't gonna never happen. I didn't follow up on this case, you guys. I didn't. But don't forget, that's a case right there too he got going on in court. Stealing stuff, you guys, always. So this girl right here, this is a legitimate business. Hashtag Mutton. How did you come up with your Black Business Expo? And that's what I was trying to alert y'all to earlier, that they have those Black Business Expo in Huntsville, yes, and they really do help the community out, you guys. They really do give back. Somebody like bill may need paid, somebody rent may need paid. They give back to the community. That's what they do. They raise money for the community. So anyway, I was thinking that concept came from them as well. But look, this is another group. This is a Black Business Expo. How did you come up with your Black Business Expo? She's at Letitia Scott is who she's talking to. Almost immediately after agreeing to sponsor us at hashtag Be Hemp ATMP, the blatant disrespect and dishonesty is beyond me. Is it because your demands were insane? As if you were Beyonce or something? So, because we're offering you flights and hotel stays, ooh, that's a great deal. But because we were in no way going to fly you, your husband, your kids, and the babysitter business class, y'all, ooh, wait. This girl got behind. Ooh, Tisha. Tisha said, let me tell you what Tisha told these people now. She said, you had to, well, okay, so because we offer you flights and hotel, because we didn't offer you flights and hotel stays, but because we were in no way going to fly you, but your husband, your 3 kids, and the babysitter, and it got to be in business class. Oh, this is Tisha the man's girl. But they didn't know that she copies everything. They done sit down and brainstorm their ideas to them because the business expo now. And then lo and behold, oh, look out. You literally jumped ship on us and took our whole idea, business, to Scots. Really? The Scots really have some nerve. Like how y'all are skating through life as if y'all did nothing of that nature to us. Yeah, they don't have no conscience. Hashtag shame on you and your man. I'll never respect hashtag the Scott nor anything to do with them. What goes up, go down. Hashtag Letitia Scott. Yeah. Letitia copy everything. Letitia even copied me one time, y'all. Y'all know I did a Dr. Maya Angelou poem, I Rise, for Melody Child. This thing I knew she was doing one. She's standing up there doing her own I Rise poem. But anyway, those Scots steal everything. They steal your ideals. They steal your words. They steal your equipment. They steal everything. Allegedly. This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. This is your Black History Spotlight. Black Excellent. Black Inventors.
The artificial cardiac pacemaker is a medical device that helps regulate the heart's electrical activity and maintain a normal heart rhythm. It consists of 2 main components, the pulse generator and the control unit. The control unit, also known as the programmer or external programmer, is a device used by healthcare professionals to interact with and program the settings of the artificial cardiac pacemaker. It allows them to adjust various parameters of the pacemaker to meet the specific needs of the patient. Otis Boykin, an African-American inventor, is credited with inventing a control unit for the artificial cardiac pacemaker. Number 71, X-ray spectrometer. George Edward Alcorn is an African-American inventor best known for inventing the X-ray spectrometer, which earned him the NASA Goddard Space Flight Center Award for Inventor of the Year in 1984. The X-ray spectrometer is an important scientific instrument with numerous applications across various fields. Scientists can use X-ray spectrometers to determine the composition of unknown materials, identify impurities or contaminants, and assess the quality and purity of substances. X-ray spectrometers also play a significant role in archaeology and art restoration. They are employed to analyze ancient artifacts, paintings, and cultural heritage objects without causing damage. By determining the elemental makeup of these objects, researchers can gain insights into their origin, age, and authenticity. In 2015, Alcorn was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame for his invention of the X-ray spectrometer number 70. Illusion transmitter African-American inventor Valerie Thomas would devise one of the most impressive inventions of the 20th century that still has applications today. She is credited as the inventor of the illusion transmitter, a device that would send three-dimensional images across a distance, making them look as if they are in front of the mirror. In simple terms, imagine your television could project the on-screen image directly into your living room as a three-dimensional image. In operation, concave mirrors are set up on both ends of the transmission to produce the illusion. The net effect of this is an optical illusion of a three-dimensional image that looks real on the receiving end. This brilliant innovation placed Thomas among the most prominent Black inventors of the 20th century. NASA continues to use her technology and is exploring ways to use it in surgical tools and possibly television and video. Number 69, gas masks. Garrett Morgan is already well known as the famous mind behind the modern three-light traffic signal. His witnessing of an accident would lead to improvements of the existing traffic light signal, inspiring the green, yellow, and red traffic lights we all know today. However, this was not Morgan's only achievement. He filed a patent for the first gas mask invention in 1912, but it wasn't until 2 years later that the idea really took off. When a group of workers got stuck in a tunnel below Lake Erie after an explosion, Morgan and a team of men donned the masks to help get them out. After the rescue was a success, requests for the masks began pouring in. His device used a moist sponge to filter out smoke and cool the air. It took advantage of the way smoke and fumes tend to rise to higher positions while leaving a layer of more breathable air below by using an air intake tube that dangled near the floor. The hood used a series of tubes to draw clean air of the lowest level the tubes could extend to. Smoke, being hotter than the air around it, rises, and by drawing air from the ground, the safety hood provided the user with a way to perform emergency respiration. In 1914, he received a patent for the invention of the gas mask and was awarded a gold medal by the International Association of Fire Chiefs. Morgan's safety hood was used to save many lives during the period of its use. Number 68, mechanical planter. Both the seed planter and cotton planter, which inspired modern-day mechanical farm tools, were developed by a Black inventor at a time where racial bias and discrimination were at the peak. Henry Blair would be the second African-American inventor to receive a U.S. patent. He received 2 patents for his outstanding inventions. His first invention was the
fan holds up a big letter D, and another fan holds up a piece of picket fence. Then it's happy hour at Chili's. Get 2 for $1 Modelo's on draft whenever football is on. If football, then happy hour.
I felt unsteady going up and down the stairs. Most stair lifts didn't fold up narrow enough or had an awkward folding rail system. Then I discovered Pinnacle. It's compact, stays out of the way so others can pass by, and it's maintenance free. I don't want my grandkids, my wife, or guests inconvenienced because of my stair lift. My compact Pinnacle and automatic folding rail gives me the peace of mind knowing I've made my home safer.
Allowed farmers to plant more corn using less labor and in a shorter time. On August 31st, 1836, he obtained a second patent for a cotton planter. This invention worked by splitting the ground with 2 shovel-like blades which were pulled along by a horse. A wheel-driven cylinder followed behind which dropped the seed into the newly plowed ground. Blair had been a successful farmer for years and developed the inventions as a means of increasing efficiency in farming. Even more remarkable was the fact that Blair was illiterate and had no formal education, but would go on to devise inventions that are applicable today. Number 67, street sweepers. Street sweepers, as we know them today, make the job of keeping the streets clean less tedious. With them, the process of sanitation and waste removal is achieved faster and more efficiently. We can all thank the brilliant mind of African-American inventor Charles Brooks for this amazing invention. Charles Brooks' idea for the street sweeper was meant as an improvement to the already existing but less efficient street sweeper that were in operation at that time.
Unlike other sweepers at that time, Brooks' sweeper was the first self-propelled street sweeping truck. His design had revolving brushes attached to the front fender, and the brushes were interchangeable so that when snow fell, scrapers could be attached for snow removal. He received a patent for his invention on March 17, 1896. A few months later, on May 12, 1896, he patented a dust-proof collection bag for the street sweeper. Although little information is available about his life, we do know that funding for the production for his sweeper was provided by George M. Halstead and Plummer S. Page.